Ever wondered how to perfectly fry a king crab leg? The king crab, the colossal crustacean of the Bering Sea, is a marvel of the marine world. Towering over its oceanic counterparts, this majestic creature can grow up to a staggering 5 feet across. That's taller than some humans. And with a lifespan stretching up to 30 years, these kings of the sea are a testament to resilience and strength. But the king crab isn't just renowned for its size or longevity. No, it's the sweet, succulent meat hidden within those formidable shells that has made it a sought-after delicacy across the globe. From the bustling seafood markets of Tokyo to the upscale dining establishments of New York, the king crab reigns supreme on menus. Now, imagine taking that delectable crab meat and enhancing its natural flavors by frying it to perfection. Sounds tantalizing, doesn't it? Stay tuned to discover the secret to a perfectly fried king crab leg. The first step to a delicious fried king crab leg begins at the market. Selecting the right king crab leg is an art in itself. When it comes to freshness, don't be shy about asking your fishmonger when the crab arrived. You're looking for a leg that's as fresh as possible. Size, too, is crucial. Generally, the larger the leg, the more succulent and tender the meat inside will be. Now let's talk color. A healthy king crab leg should have a vibrant, rich red hue. If it's faded or blotchy, it might not be the freshest choice. Once you've made your selection, store these treasures of the sea properly until you're ready to cook. A chilled environment is key, so keep them in the coldest part of your refrigerator, ideally wrapped in damp paper towels. Now that you've picked the perfect king crab leg, it's time to get cooking. Before we can fry, we need to prep. It's time to roll up those sleeves and venture into the world of king crab preparation. This process is not just about cleaning and cutting, it's about treating the crab with respect, understanding its nuances, and ensuring we extract the most flavor and texture from this majestic sea dweller. Firstly, let's talk about safety. King crab legs are as notorious for their sharp shells as they are famous for their sweet, succulent meat. A pair of sturdy kitchen gloves will be your best friends here, protecting your hands from any unexpected pricks or cuts. Now, on to cleaning. A quick rinse under cold water will do the trick. We're just looking to remove any potential remnants of the sea, without compromising the crab's natural flavors. Remember, we're not trying to wash away the sea, we're just giving it a little freshen up. The cutting part is where the artistry comes into play. We're not just hacking away at the shell, we're creating an easy path to the meaty treasure inside. A pair of kitchen shears is the tool of choice. Start at the thinner end of the leg, cutting along the shell towards the thicker end. The aim is to cut a neat line that will allow easy access to the meat once it's cooked. It's crucial to cut the shell without shredding the meat inside, so take your time. Think of yourself as a sculptor, creating a masterpiece. Each cut should be deliberate, each move calculated. This isn't just about eating, it's about creating an experience. Once you've successfully navigated the shell, you'll be rewarded with a sight to behold, the tender, juicy meat of the king crab, prepped and ready to be transformed into a culinary delight. A well-prepped king crab leg is not just a treat for the taste buds, but also a feast for the eyes. The shell, with its vibrant shades of red and orange, contrasts beautifully with the pure, white meat inside, promising a meal that's as visually stunning as it is delicious. With your king crab leg prepped and ready, we can move on to the exciting part, the frying. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, frying the king crab leg. Let's start with our batter. This isn't your average batter, folks. We're after something similar to a beer batter, a blend that will give our crab leg a crispy, golden brown crust. You'll need all-purpose flour, cornstarch, baking powder, and salt. Whisk these dry ingredients together, then add in some cold water and whisk until smooth. You're looking for a consistency that will stick to the crab leg but doesn't pool at the bottom of the bowl. Next, let's talk oil. Canola, vegetable, or peanut oil all work great for frying. You'll want to fill your skillet or deep fryer with enough oil to fully submerge the crab leg. Heat the oil to around 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Here's a neat trick. You can test the oil's readiness by dropping a small amount of batter into it. If it bubbles up and floats, you're good to go. Now, take your prepped king crab leg and dip it into the batter, making sure it's fully coated. Then carefully lower the crab leg into the hot oil. Frying should take about 3 to 4 minutes. You're aiming for that beautiful golden brown color. Be cautious not to overcrowd the skillet or fryer. Too many crab legs at once can lower the oil's temperature and lead to soggy, undercooked crab. Remember, patience is key when aiming for that perfect crunch. Once the crab leg is the right color, use a slotted spoon or tongs to remove it from the oil. Let it drain on a wire rack over a baking sheet or paper towels to get rid of excess oil. Sprinkle some salt while it's still hot to give it an extra flavor kick. And there you have it, a perfectly fried king crab leg. What's a fried king crab leg without a delicious sauce to dip it in? Now that we've got our golden, crispy king crab legs ready, let's whip up a simple yet mouth-wateringly good garlic butter sauce to take this seafood feast to the next level. The magic of this sauce lies in its simplicity, yet the flavor profile is nothing short of complex. It's a blend of rich, melted butter, minced garlic, and a splash of lemon juice, with a sprinkle of parsley for that added freshness. There's something about this combination that's so humble yet so divine, it makes every bite of your king crab leg an experience to savor. Let's start with the star of our sauce, the butter. You'd want to choose a high-quality, unsalted butter for this. Melt the butter on low heat in a saucepan, making sure it doesn't burn. Patience is key here, friends. A good sauce, like a good story, takes time to unfold. Next, we'll add our minced garlic. The amount depends on your love for garlic. I suggest about 2 cloves, but feel free to adjust. Stir in the garlic and let it cook until it's fragrant. Be careful not to overcook it, as burnt garlic can make your sauce bitter. Now for that tangy twist, squeeze in the juice of half a lemon. This will cut through the richness of the butter and balance out the flavors. Stir everything together, and let the sauce simmer for a couple of minutes. Finally, sprinkle some freshly chopped parsley into the sauce. This not only adds a pop of color, but also a refreshing flavor that complements the buttery garlic goodness perfectly. And voila! You've got your garlic butter sauce, smooth, buttery, and bursting with flavor. It's a simple sauce, yet it packs a punch and works wonders with the succulent king crab legs. Remember, a good sauce can transform your dish, and this garlic butter sauce is no exception. It's the perfect partner for your fried king crab leg, enhancing its flavor and making every bite a delightful experience. With this garlic butter sauce, your fried king crab leg will taste even better. As we savor this delicious dish, let's take a moment to appreciate its history. Our journey begins in the vibrant heart of New Orleans, a city renowned for its rich culinary tradition. It's here that crab dishes found their way into the hearts and kitchens of the Creole people, a unique blend of French, Spanish, and African influences, creating a symphony of flavors that continue to captivate palates to this day. Imagine, if you will, the bustling markets of New Orleans in the early 20th century. Amidst the melange of sights, sounds, and smells, the crab, with its striking red shell and hefty size, would have been a sight to behold. The Creole cooks, always on the lookout for fresh and exciting ingredients, would have quickly recognized the potential of this marine delicacy. In those days, the crab was typically boiled in a blend of spices, reflecting the Creoles' love for heat and flavor. But as time went on, innovative chefs began experimenting with different cooking techniques, and thus, the fried crab was born. This method of preparation enhanced the crab's natural sweetness, while adding a delightful crunch that made it an instant hit. There's a legendary tale about a renowned Creole chef named Madame Lalaurie, who was said to have a particular fondness for fried crab. Legend has it that she would host lavish parties at her mansion and serve her signature dish, fried crab legs, to her guests. The dish was so popular it became a staple at every event, and the rest, as they say, is history. Fast forward to today, and the tradition of frying crab has spread far beyond the confines of New Orleans. From the bustling streets of Bangkok to the serene coastlines of California, this dish continues to be a beloved favorite, its crispy exterior and succulent interior a testament to the time-honored techniques of Creole cooking. And that, my friends, is how you create a perfectly fried king crab leg with a side of history.